We are fewer than 24 hours away from seeing the Fighting Illini play in their 6th Final Four in program history when they take the court against UConn. And this will be the team's first national semifinals since the 2005 season when they lost to North Carolina for the title. Now let's take a look at how the Fighting Illini got here just a few short weeks ago, starting with that round of 64 here in this region. They were in the South. Let's take a look. They beat Penn, then they beat VCU, and then beat last year's national runner-up Houston, beat them by 10 in Houston, and that set up a date with fellow Big Ten rival Iowa in the Elite Eight, beating them 71-59 to get them to where they are today. Taking a look at UConn on the other end of it, if we can take a look and try and get out of this bracket. UConn, they were on that other side. They are averaging a good amount as well. Look at this, their last couple games against Michigan State and Duke, they won those by a combined 5 points. Look at that, 4 against Michigan State, and then Duke, they won 73-72 after that almost buzzer beater with 0.3 seconds left to give them the go-ahead. That was from freshman Braylon Mullins hitting the triple with 0.3 seconds left in the game for them. Taking a look at the points per game for both of these teams, the Illini averaging more than 79 points a game. They're allowing fewer than 60. Meanwhile, UConn averaging almost 74 points per game, and they're allowing fewer than 66 points per game. And tip-off, that'll be going at 5:09 tomorrow. I know, a really interesting time from Lucas Oil Stadium, which is about 125 miles from the State Farm Center in Champaign, where U of I plays, and they're going to take on either Michigan or Arizona, the winner of that game.